The other day, the internet went crazy about a dress my wife had on. Now, they didn't say anything about the $4 million that was raised for the United Negro College Fund. They never mentioned that she prayed until heaven came down. But insecure, jealous, petty, small-minded people got in their feelings and set up a false barometer of holiness based off of a dress. The dress was not see-through. The dress was flesh color. I need to set the record straight. I bought the dress. And I like it. I don't care whether you like it or not. She ain't mad to y'all. She mad to me. If you wanted a first lady that looked like Little House on the Prairie and Holly Hobbie, you got the wrong church. I wanted a wife I would rush home to, that I wanted to be excited to see. When we walked in there, I said, shake it fast, watch yourself.
First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone will teach 100% truth. Shalom to the 144,000 and to the elect. It's your brother Raya, back with another video. And yeah, man, you know, Jake always got some foolishness that they doing. And you know, we already know that these mega these mega pastors, they are not in the truth. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is not dealing with them. And this is a prime example on why he's not dealing with them. Because this man that came on here defended this woman, and she's the mother of the church. She's his wife, and she's walking around like a harlot. Now this, they said, it's not a transparent dress. They said it's a skin tone, or a flesh tone dress. But the thing is about it, why would they get this color then? This look like she's nude. So if people mistaken it for her being nude, and then look, the nigga said that he bought the dress, man, it's so many foul points on this. I'm gonna just go through a couple of them, then I'm gonna read some scriptures, and then we're gonna hang that up. But let's go, y'all.
The other day, the internet went crazy about a dress my wife had on. Now, they didn't say anything about the $4 million that was raised for the United Negro College Fund. They never mentioned that.
So he raised $4 million for a Negro college, you know, and we all know this is all scam shit anyway. So it's like, you know, this is why we don't deal with the Christian church, man. Because it's all scams. It's all some bullshit. It's all, entertainment. And she don't got no business walking outside the house like this anyway. Especially her having a position in the so-called church, you know, as the wife of the pastor of this megalithic church, right? So we can grab some scriptures right now, really. This is 1 Timothy 2, 9 and 15. And this is in the NLT. It says, and I want women to be modest in their appearance. They should wear decent and appropriate clothing and not draw attention to themselves by the way they fix their hair or by wearing gold or pearls or expensive clothes, right? So this is the first strike that we have against him. And then he's saying that he don't care what they think. But what about the Lord? What does the Lord care about? This is how you know that all of this that they're doing he's not doing it for the Lord. He's not doing it for the sake of, you know, the Most High, Yahweh. He's doing it for his own, you know, whatever he's gonna gain from it. And I don't see why he would even let his wife walk outside. He said he did it for himself. And why didn't she wear this for his own private use then? Why did she go to a big event rocking this dress in front of a whole bunch of people? This wouldn't have taken the spotlight from whatever ordeal he was dealing with if he would have told her to dress differently. He wanted his wife to be paraded like a whore, and now she's being paraded like a whore. Like, come on now, it ain't nothing even too hard about this. Like, niggas be acting crazy. Like, anyway, verse 10, for women who claim to be devoted to Yahweh should make themselves attractive by the good things they do. And this is another thing that's he going off on. Look,
He prayed until heaven came down, but insecure, jealous,
until heaven came down. Like, man, this is what I be talking about, man. He just got this effeminate spirit on him, man. As if like her prayers mean anything. Yeah, man, this junk is crazy work, man. This is crazy work. Not to say that, women can't pray and nothing like that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that who is she praying to, first off? You know what I mean? Need someone to heaven came down. Like, come on now.
college fund.
Putting her on a pedestal.
Never mentioned that she prayed until heaven came down, but insecure, jealous, petty, small wine.
So all the people who had an issue with her inappropriateness are insecure, small-minded, jealous people, right? This some foolishness you only can pull when you got a congregation full of so-called black women. Look at this. You can tell. Look, they all bobbing their head. They all standing up. Like, yeah, agreeing and all that, because he's using these feminist tactics to win over. Like, this is what we was saying, we always say in camp, like, they're using, the Christian church uses the feelings of the woman and they manipulate them into, like they speak into them smooth things. They don't tell them the truth. Like, let them tell them the truth about one time for the one time. They would not have these people in their it's all these women in their congregation, because women are the furthest thing from truth tellers. They're not. They're. I don't even want to say they are dishonest. So, like, for him, their makeup, their nails, they rock push-up bras, all this, heels, fake eyelashes, all this shit, makeup and all that, fake hair, like, deceitful. So, for you to come and tell the truth to a being that's just deceitful like that, like, you're not gonna get no members. So, this man is pandering, yo.
Down, but insecure, jealous, petty, small-minded people got in their feelings and set up a false barometer of holiness based off of a dress.
So he's saying that the scriptures is false, then, because we clearly just read in verse 9, and we're going to reread it. This is 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 9. It says, and I want women to be modest in their appearance. They should wear decent and appropriate clothing and not draw attention to themselves by the way that they fix their hair or by wearing gold or pearls or expensive clothes, right? For women who claim to be devoted to Yahweh should make themselves attractive by the good things they do. So he basically saying that the scriptures are a false barometer
based off of a dress. The dress was not see-through. The dress was flesh color. I need to set the record straight. I bought the dress. The dress was not see-through. People got in their feelings and set up a false barometer of holiness based off of a dress. The dress was not see-through. The dress was flesh color. I need to set the record straight. I bought the dress. And I like it. I don't care whether you like it or not. She ain't mad to y'all. She mad to me. If you wanted a first lady that looked like Little House on the Prairie and Holly Hobbie,